Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? What's going on? What's good with it? About to hit y'all with a back-to-back doubleheader. NBA status, you dig? But before we get off into that doubleheader, or get off into this doubleheader, I should say. Wrists, elbows, knees, feet, shin, and everything to the back of her neck, holding it down, locking it down, submerging it down that game. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Soon gonna bump these videos, piping hot status. You're gonna get it down your phone into your ear, all ear candy game. Big facts. Big facts. Go join the Patreon, fellas. It's hot like lava. I'm steady posting over there, constantly dropping over there, so it's no excuse. Go join. Video for education purposes only, fair use only. Go to the description below my about section. You know how to get at me. Everything's there. There's no excuse there. All the links and everything is there. You already know what time it is. Hold up. Isn't this a dot campaign right here? A straight up whole campaign, slut campaign, slut shame, slut walk, and all that other shit. Something's going on here, fellas. And I had to go through the video and shit, scave through it and see what's happening. But the woman here, I guess she's out here with a lot of college students, and she's trying to teach them the traditional values of how women are and how they act under the consumptions of alcohol and certain heavy liquors and beverages or whatnot. So we're gonna let the video play, and I'm gonna come back with my commentary. But like I said, we got a double header. So hold on to your seats, fellas. We got a couple of them. Let's go.
If you buy her one margarita, she will spread her legs. If you buy her two margaritas, she will pounce right on your penis. After three margaritas, she will grab your penis and put it in her mouth. Four margaritas. She will grab your penis and ram it right up her anus.
What happens after that? 2, 3, 4, 5.
She will strap it on and peg you.
You know myself. Like I said, I don't know if she's giving some kind of lecture, some kind of I don't know if I don't know what kind of lecture she's giving or what she got and what she's actually teaching to these youngsters, but they definitely having a field day listening to this shit, right? But at the same time, fellas, so many words, let's cut the jokes out. The shits and giggles, let's put that to the side real quick. In so many words, fellas, what she's doing is telling the youngsters while you're entering college, while you're entering your phase of life as a young adult moving into adulthood, these things are prevalent. Women get drunk and they like to fuck. And that's simply what it is. However, at the same time, you got to be cautious and conscious about your safety and hers just as well because you know, motherfuckers under the influence and they don't remember the things that's going on, you can be put in a situation that can be that can be very fatal when it comes to your life choices. So you want to watch that just as well because all it takes is a motherfucker to drink a little bit more than what they could actually consume and then start not remembering things. And here come a fucking case and you're in jail, So you definitely want to be careful and be on point, be on guard when it comes to that because your safety matters more than anything. Always take that in consideration, fellas. But at the same, flip side of the spectrum is yeah, your girlfriend, your moms, your grandmoms, in some cases your daughters, if you're old enough, guys listening to me that got older daughters or whatnot, your cousins, the female that you don't even see like that. I mean, you don't even look at her like that. She's that type of chick that will guzzle down alcohol and get that motherfucker rammed up her ass and all type of shit. Boy, you be surprised. You be surprised, fellas. All it takes is a little bit of alcohol, a nice tight knit environment for you or her, and it's going down. Hell, in a lot of cases, tight night. I mean, a nice tight knit environment for you, her, a couple of your buddies, couple of her buddies, and it's a fuck fest happening. Real game, fellas. This is what happens. And I know a lot of you young men out here. You would love to take your woman serious. You would love for her to not have these kind of type of discrepancies on her resume and on her record or whatnot about her actual sex life. But at the same time, what can you do? You can't do nothing about it. For one, she had a life before she met you. And we talking college kids here, fellas. All of them are going to go through their experiences. Some are not going to experience enough ass. Some are going to experience more ass than what they ever thought that they can get. And we talking about the young men and the young women there. All of them are giving out that ass. I'm sorry. Some may not give it out to the extent to where they fucking everything moving, but it's really like a pinch of salt, handful of wise. You dig? That's really not that big. I'm gonna keep it real because so many of them are going to experience fucking with multiple guys. Jocks, athletes, and um, you know, the assholes of the school. Even the school nerds or whatever. Those who are actually participating in different programs and they actually on guard when it comes to their schooling. They even gonna fuck these women. You dig? But we talking college. We talking, in high school. They're not old enough, so we don't want to speak on that. Because none of them are really at the 18 all the way, age or better. But hell, in high school, they get drunk and fuck. That's just what it is. So what's going down in college. You already know what is going on. You know what it is in college. You dig? And especially when you out of college and you into your adult life. Once you get into your adult life, oh shit, it's no holds bars. And that's why I don't get why you guys actually get into your feelings over that body count shit. What are you upset for? What do you not want out of a bitch that's gonna be there regardless whether you not want it or not? How you gonna not want her to not fuck all these guys and it's there? That's her life. She got no choice but to do these things. Why? Because that's her maturity level in life. And every young woman get it. Every young man get it just as well. You could be taught, you could be structured, you could be traditionally raised a certain way, and you're still gonna get around your peers and engage into things that they're engaging into. And unfortunately, fellas, this is what it is. But at the same time, it's fortunate. Why? It's because this is all a part of, all this is a part of the learning process and the experiment process, the growth and development process. So when you get older, you will know what's suitable for you when it's time, or if it's time for you to get, into that marriage cycle or whatnot. You'll know what's suitable for you. But one thing for sure, you're not going to bring in the bitch that ain't got no body counts. That's impossible. Now, what you do want to bring in and what your only focus should be is bringing in the bitch that matters to you and benefits you. That's all that matters. She fit your program. That's all that matters. Everything else is water under the bridge because it's common sense, especially if you having fun in school. Fuck you think they doing, right? That's life. Yeah. Like I said, it sounds like a THOT campaign, and she's teaching these youngsters how to be hoes and sluts and all that shit. Or she's probably basically letting them know. That's why, that's why I said, hold up, isn't this a THOT campaign, or is she just really lecturing and teaching these youngsters what's ahead of them? It's up to you to decide. It's definitely up to you to decide. And me personally, I think it can go both ways, but it's totally up to you guys to decide. Now, we're gonna jump off into this next video. Wife tries to delete her husband and found not guilty for it. She was found not guilty for it, fellas. Huh? But when I, actually roll footage, come back on my commentary, you tell me how you think. I already know what's going on. So let me roll footage and get to it. Let's go.
Friday afternoon in Wavell Heights, David Larkin, a married man, captured here canoodling with his mistress, the pair blissfully unaware of what's about to happen.
I heard the thud from inside, and we had the TV cranked up, and she goes bang.
That thud is the moment this woman, Christy Lee Kennedy, mows down her cheating husband and his girlfriend, Zoe Noring, after discovering their affair.
She was all upset because her husband was playing up on her.
This secret love triangle soon escalating into a very public court case. During the trial, this security CCTV footage showing the moment of impact was played to the jury. The scorned wife barrelling down Bagot Road in her white BMW SUV, smashing straight into the unsuspecting lovers.
I've been run over before, so I know what it's like. Don't feel nice.
What happens next is obscured by the family car. Wife Christy Lee gets out on the other side and starts attacking her husband's girlfriend Zoe, pulling her hair and punching her in the head. Then she gets back in and takes off.
Picked up my phone, called the ambos, and my boy chased that girl down the road.
As neighbours rush in to help, Zoe, with leg injuries, hobbles to her car and minutes later drives away. Then, incredibly, scorned wife Christy Lee, seen here in the white pants, returns, yelling at her husband who's writhing in pain on the ground, and waits beside him until paramedics and police arrive. 2 years after being run down by the jilted wife, Zoe Noring claims she's still suffering. While she didn't want to do a TV interview, she tells 9 News she's constantly in pain from her leg injuries. Zoe says she also suffers anxiety and panic attacks and has since been diagnosed with PTSD. Even so, the once cheating couple are still very much together and in love. Last month, the jury found wife Christy Lee Kennedy not guilty of 2 counts of malicious acts with intent to disable, but she did plead guilty to dangerous operation of a motor vehicle. She was ordered to serve 9 months behind bars, but the judge immediately suspended the sentence and disqualified her from driving for 9 months, letting her walk free as long as she paid $5,000 in compensation each to her ex-husband and now permanent partner. Olivana Lathouris, 9 News.
Wow. She mowed him down for cheating, right? Husband lying, capping. Oh, baby, I love you. It's just you and you and me, and there's no one else. Wife stalking, can't put her finger on what's actually going on until she actually discovers that her husband is really cheating. So she act out of her feelings like women do, jumped into the car and ran him down. And besides running him down, she also, pushed up on the woman he's cheating with. We know goddamn well if this was a man doing this, he'll be under the jail. It'd be 2 prisons stacked on top of his motherfucking ass to where he cannot get up out that bitch. You have a street full of women, a front of a courtroom, court building and whatnot, police station, they be all out there with picket signs and protest fucking sticks and just causing, all type of mayhem because this man has been found not guilty of the unthinkable, because this man has been found not guilty, for also endangering another person's life, endangering 2 lives, and the sentence has been reduced down to basically from 9 months in jail to just serving some probation and have to pay a fucking fine of $5,000 a piece. Look like a well middle class neighborhood, yeah, about like a nice middle class neighborhood. So she's driving, I don't know, like a BMW, like an 18 or better, 2018 or better. So she probably got 5,000 to pay each towards their medical expenses or whatnot, right? But she got a slap on her wrist, fellas, for something me and you know that we gonna go do some fucking time for. How many dudes have you noticed they even put, we don't advocate domestic violence, have put their hands on women and sitting in jail right now, 2, 3 years, 5 years, just by slapping a bitch up? And you telling me she damn near calls a vehicular manslaughter, a vehicular murder on 2 people, seen on camera, big as day on camera. You see the man leaping into the air, falling on the ground, and the bitch standing right next to him, his side piece and neighbors, while the ambulance arrived. You get it? And she's not doing time? Liberation, fellas. These women are liberated. They liberated to the extent to where they can pretty much do anything to you and not be charged. Granted, he cheated. They're married. She act out of her feelings and she act out of her emotions from actually signing up for this shit. And a lot of it depends on what state it is. Judges might find it in her favor because the motherfuckers don't like cheaters and all that other shit. Now you know how people feel about that because we damn near all have fucked with somebody that cheated, right? So you know how people feel about that. But at the same time, wrong is wrong. That's what divorce is for. And if you want to take a little further, that's what alimony and getting paid for a certain malicious act and him taking you through pain and suffering and lying to you and all that shit, all that's wrapped up in alimony. Child support and everything, that's separate, but you could have got him for that instead of trying to murder him. Whatever happened to divorce in this case? It was never mentioned. The thing that was mentioned was criminal acts. But she get away scot-free, fellas. Liberation. Liberation like a motherfucker. Fuck being treated. They want to be seen as equal as a man. They want to seen above and better and beyond a man. I'm just keeping it real. And it seemed like that's how it's playing out. But this all could have been prevented if he would have let his wife know what the fuck it is. You married her. You decide to marry her. That's on you. You married her. That's what you wanted to do. That's your choice. Right? So why marry her and take her through all this bullshit when you knew that you wanted a side piece, when you know that you're the type of dude that like to fuck other women? Why take a bitch through this bullshit and cause drama and mayhem and possibly ruin your fucking and end your fucking life? Behind what? It's because you wanted to cheat and not keep it real? Nothing's wrong with you stepping out getting some ass, fellas. I'm not knocking that, and when you already know I'll never knock that. But it's always something wrong when you holding back things, man, especially if she's asking you what's going on. She your wife, man. You married her. You decided to do that shit. If you didn't want to answer to nobody, you want to talk about what you got going on, you want to motherfucking your business on what you got going on besides, then don't get married. Don't add her in your business. Don't equate her like she's equal to you, fellas. Don't do that shit. And if you do get married, let her know this is what it is and this is how I get down. This is how I move. And if she's not feeling it, then she got a decision to make. Right? It's simple. And you can avoid all this shit. Who wants to get ran down and ran over and your whole motherfucking spot blown up and everything's fucked up? And like I said, it depends on what state it is and how they may look at it. This man may get ran down, ran over, fuck up out of his legs. Legs probably damn near gonna get amputated or whatnot. And then he got to turn around and pay out alimony because he did cheat. Fuck what she did. That's a whole nother court case. That's a whole nother, that's a civil issue right there. This is criminal. That's civil. Them are two different issues. He's fucked on both ends because she got blatant proof that he's out here fucking around, right? It's all on camera. I'm quite sure he texted her and told her, certain thing, or lied and all that shit, and she found things in the phone. You know how it goes. She went through his phone, snooping around. It's some kind of evidence she got that can harm him, especially in today's time, fellas, where liberation is at its all-time high for these women. You get it? Watch what the fuck you do or get taken up out of here. That's real shit. Watch what the fuck you do or get taken up out of here. And it's always best to be up front. No one can hate you for being up front. They may not like it, but they can't hate you. They can't do nothing but respect you. Right? Be up front with your shit and stand on your shit. Let her know what it is. That's for my guys that's in marriages and situations. Now, if you're not married and you just fucking a bitch and all that shit, you ain't got to say, hey, bitch, get out of here. But you're married. You went on an oath, man. More than likely got children and a family, so yeah, you got a lot to lose. Y'all already know what time it is. This is the end. I'm signing out. Like these videos, share them, and subscribe, and go join that Patreon, fellas. I advise you to. Constantly dropping over there. Constantly. Please join that Patreon and get some of that work you can't get on YouTube, or join and get on that Maca session and get some of that step-by-step game that you can apply to your life. I'm out.